against Kuala Lumpur Hunters, and of course we did see KTHXBAI pick up their very first victory in the GPL. So 1 point goes to these guys. They will be holding up high and hoping to translate that into 3 points, as it's going to be the final match. They are on the blue side as well, so first pick advantage goes over to them.
Well, I have to feel that in the more recent meta, red side actually has got a bigger advantage, because as long as you ban out the Gnar, you ban out the strong champions, Gnar, Rek'Sai, as well as maybe Cassiopeia as well. But it looks like none of these players play Cassiopeia. It should be quite fine, and because red side has the advantage of counter picking the last pick. So a lot of teams, they feel more comfortable playing the red side as of late. Whereas on the blue side now, you have to be able to blind pick champions to your opponents, and it puts on a little bit more pressure for the team to play the pick and ban phase more carefully. So Rumble, Lissandra, Janna being banned out by KLH, and now on the side of KTHXBAI, Morgana, Leona, Maokai. So they're hovering over the Annie right now. They might lock that in. Now Annie is very versatile as a champion. She, alongside Lulu, can play in 3 different positions. I think Lulu 3.5, jungle Lulu.
No.
Not really there, but
no.
We have seen it before.
I'm sorry, no.
but no. Okay, so 3 positions, top lane, mid lane as well. Support, same thing with Lulu.
Yeah, so the thing about Annie is a very strong flex pick. I believe Zaire, was it Zaire that brought it up in the LCA as well?
But I think in this case, actually going for a Jarvan as first pick here would definitely be the best case.
Yeah. Even Silver wouldn't be too bad too.
I think Silver here will also be a very good first pick. I think Jarvan not so good, and in the generic context, yes, Jarvan would be the best first pick in most situations, but they're going to go for the Silver. And here's my reasoning why Jarvan is not so good for these 2 players. Is they like to go for the Sejuani. They like to go for the more utility-based junglers, because Moon as well as CO4 on these very hyper-aggressive junglers who want to be going around, moving around the map and getting the ganks down, they don't really perform that well. So the Jarvan, yes, is good when you layer it on top of certain ultimates, like with the Cataclysm, you have the Equalizer together with that, but the Rumble is already banned out. So the most go-to strategy together with the Jarvan is not there already, and to pick up the Gnar, and to try to go for a Gnar, they know the Gnar is definitely not available.
Gnar is
available, but if you first pick Jarvan as KTHXBAI, most likely KLH is going to be picking up Gnar on their rotation. So you don't want that.
Do you realize the Narvan combo is left open?
It is open, so this is what KLH might be going for now.
Come on, do it, Narvan.
Gnar and Trash. I like the setup over here, because Gnar and Trash makes the Narvan combo really potent, because you can use the Lantern ganks to make the ganks to the bot lane really strong as well, and the Boomerang slow in the top lane makes lanes very easy to gank for the KLH team. We have to see if KTHXBAI decides to snatch away the Jarvan though, so that they can deny KLH the Narvan. Well, I mean, and it is going to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be the case for Kuala Lumpur Hunters here, prioritizing the Thresh over the Jarvan. I'm not a big fan of that decision, but I guess Casper does have his own style of carrying games with Thresh as well. So overall not too bad of a pick for him, but just in the overall grand scheme of things, it's still a bit surprising for me. So KTHXBAI opportunity to deny that Jarvan pick away, and CO4 will have that chance to shine on that champion this time around.
Speaking of that, Rek'Sai is open as well. There's all the OP chance. Do these guys even watch?
I guess that's the we are facing this situation, right? 123 champs in the game compared to say 2012 or 2013 when you had like maybe 100 champions in the game. So you got extra 20 champions to work around with. You're gonna leave some of the power picks up in the air, man. It's gonna happen eventually. So looks like Kuala Lumpur Hunters not too interested in the Rek'Sai pick though, and perhaps looking towards the Sejuani and the Vayne. I mean, Vayne is one of Jae Young's old favorite champions. Once he gets rolling on the Vayne, he's just gonna.
It is his fallback champion. Wherever KLH they find themselves in a pinch. Let's do this. Okay, Jae Young, you're gonna play Vayne. We're gonna get the bot lane, and what was the difference between this game and the previous one? Oh, Jae Young's playing Vayne now. That's gotta be the game-changing factor for KLH.
Yeah, and I feel like overall as a whole, Vayne is a bit more mobile as compared to Jinx, and you're not overly dependent on getting the kill before you get your resets and then just run around the map and stuff like that. So Kuala Lumpur Hunter is taking the time to think about it, but I think that it's going to be the Sejuani as well as the Vayne locked in. So opening themselves for the space of counterplaying, not revealing their mid lane pick as of yet. So KTHXBAI, they are forced to show their hand. So they do have that Irena up in the top lane. So we were talking about Swag previously, one of the up and rising talents up in the top lane, just maybe not complementing his mechanics with map awareness. So we hopefully will see him correct that throughout the game. And I realize it's going to be his choice of a carry top laner.
I
So
actually think Lulu and Annie here would be a very strong set of picks coming from KTHXBAI.
yeah.
Because it puts KLH in a kind of a pinch situation. Because the champions that Annie does well against do not do well against Lulu, and vice versa as well. But
Yeah.
in this case, they're not going to go with the Lulu. I think Zara, he wants to repeat performance of the Fizz. What a monstrous fish we saw in the previous game. And he's just daring kill. He's saying that it's okay, you can counter pick my mid lane. I'm just going to go with the
Oh, they heard you.
Fizz. They heard me.
They heard you.
They heard me. It's going to be a Lulu or an Annie in the mid lane or support. Because this is a very flexible picks. They can even swap things around. Okay, they're not going to swap things around. I realize definitely the top lane. And we have to see what KLH will go for now.
Well, that's surprising. This is the first time that the picks actually, you know, just swap as soon as you talk about it. So good job on you, man. You know, 1 out of 1 today. Let's see. I'm not gonna.
It's the last match of the night, Chris.
I'm not gonna predict what Ozorveki's gonna pick. Why don't you give it a try? You know, if you get it, you get
LeBlanc.
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 All right. Let's see if Ozorveki's gonna default back to that one. But you know, a good breakdown of what possible team comp KTHXBAI is gonna draft off and stuff. And I guess Lulu is a really good choice, just like you mentioned, the flexibility and grand scheme of things. They just needed that extra bit of you know, kiteability to work around with, and Lulu just provides that.
Come on, there we go. LeBlanc.
No.
Oh. Actually, Zareth is pretty good here as well.
Oh,
My
yeah.
only issue here is that you're going Zareth up
Oh.
against a Jarvan as well as Sivir, and that's a little bit concerning. I would think that actually LeBlanc here will be the best pick, and the only issue here is that in case they run the Annie into the mid lane, then you have a very bad matchup to be dealing with in the early stages of the game. But if you have the right jungle pressure, you have the Sejuani, and I think you're able to win the duels out against the Annie as well as Jarvan, because you will catch them overcommitted. Sejuani comes in, gets knocked up, and the damage can be returned pretty fairly as well. But looks like they're going to go with the Azure instead up against Lulu. I like this choice as well, because Azure against Lulu, Lulu won't be able to bully out the lane all that much, and he isn't on that Fizz who has a constant threat of assassinating the Azure. So we have to see how well KLH does against KTHXBAI now. But here's the thing, Lulu has got a little bit more of a stronger bullying presence in the early stages, because you got the help picks, you got the glitter lines. It's a bit hard to win trades against Lulu as Azure.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at KLH composition now, I'm really starting to question why did they not go for the Jarvan? Because if you look at the setup, right, if you swap out the Sejuani for the Jarvan, it would have been a horrifying, disgusting terrain composition, right? And that's how Jaeyoung excels. You know, all he wants is just space to kite, to auto attack, to land those silver bolts, to kill down KTHXBAI. And you know, they almost have the perfect setup. Gnar, of course, one of the masters of manipulating terrain to get the knockouts, and then you have the Sand Soldiers with the Empress Divide that's going to create this huge line of you know, protection. And then if you layer that out with the Jarvan, that's essentially one long wall of, you know, terrain for KTHXBAI to kind of kite and walk over. And looking at the fact right now is that KTHXBAI did not go for Fizz as well, and right now the only guy that can jump towards the back end is going to be Jarvan. So Lumpur Hunters really missing out on a big opportunity.
I mean, I have to say though, this Lulu composition as well is very focused, because in this case, KLH, they want to be split pushing with Vayne. What does well against that? An Irelia.
Yep.
If you have the Oracle's lens, spot out the Vayne, she can tumble around and have all those shenanigans, just go in, and she will be able to win 1v1 if she has those. Zara as well has the Lulu, lots of utility coming in as well, able to buff up the Irelia, get the damage down, speed her up, get her able to pull back as well, so long as they're able to find the right engagement. So this is all about execution right now. KTHXBAI, they have all the tools they need, but the question is, can they find the right execution to beat out KLH in these scenarios? And here's the thing, KLH, they can't tunnel themselves into this 5-on-5 composition right here, because if they don't go for this head-on team fights, I do believe KTHXBAI in terms of sieging, defending sieges, as well as splitting 1-3-1 or even 4-on-1, KTHXBAI should come out ahead.
Yeah, and speaking about Ozorvaki and Gnar, right, is that he has yet to play a single Azir game. Oh, sorry, was I talking about Gnar? Yeah, so I was about to say, for Ozorvaki, it's going to be his first time bringing out Azir for his own repertoire in the mid lane. And the thing about him is that he is kind of switching in between. You know, we are talking about a lot of the mid laners right here. Some of the GPL mid laners have established themselves to be assassin players. some pretty persistent on the mage picks here. But he's one of those guys that has been switching between two.
Straddling two boats.
Yeah, you know,
and you know what happened when one boat wants to leave? You fall into the water.
That's a problem. That's true. I kind of look at it like investment though. So like when one pays off, the other one maybe not as well. You still have enough money.
Just in case this boat is leaving, I'm gonna get on the other one, or I could leave with the boat as well.
Yeah, exactly. So point taken about Ozorvaki is that it's his first performance as Azir, and we did see a first-time Azir previously on the Zoltec 269 game as well, and that worked out fantastically for those guys. And Kuala Lumpur Hunters, they need to channel that sort of strength into their own game today. They need to bring it to a 1-to-1.
Maybe that's why he's got beyond. He's able to go beyond the game, and he's Ozorvaki's body right now controlling him, and he's out moving his mouse for him. And
would love to see that, just beyond his own body and stuff like that. And you know what? I've been looking at League of Legends and some of their promotion videos that they have. Last time back in the season 1, they call us the summoners, and we are the ones sort of in our robes and stuff, just controlling the champions in the background. And that'd be really cool, if like you're one of the guys actually controlling the champions. And if you read the lore, they have very interesting backstories as well. Azir being the Shurima's emperor and stuff like that. Javan the Fourth, of course, the fearsome commander from Demacia.
Once again, Chris, I have a very important question to ask you. Would there be a pause at the start of the game?
No! Come on, I have trust in you guys.
We're gonna find out, and there we go. Swaxio for Zap Hermits or Rabina. That will be deep. Pause.
You've jinxed it, man.
So KTHXBAI, they are the blue team, and KLH, that will be the red team. But we'll be heading over to KLH later on. So this is the protect the carry composition. They have Pyromancer on the server. Not exactly the most damaging carry out there, but fair bit of damage as well. And they have Swag as well on the Aurelia. And putting on those buffs, speed buffs, as well as the help picks onto her, is definitely going to be helping out the damage up of KTHXBAI. On the South Kuala Lumpur Hunters, Wompo combo coming in. Nar, Sejuani, Emperor's Divide. And let's see if the Emperor Shurima has arisen and returned. And there we go, summoning the Sand Soldiers. Shurima, your Emperor has returned.
Yeah, man, moving on the Polo Rider Sejuani as well. His breakthrough champion in the Kuala Lumpur Hunters roster. And let's see if he's going to be able to, explode into this game like a storm, like he did the first time around. And I have to say though, Pyromancer as well as Ribena for a dual lane bottom that has worked together and kind of switching things around this time. Worked very, very well in game number 1, and I will be looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out in game number 2, of course. The Silver Annie lane, I would say one of the most disturbingly, fast and furious, and hits you like a truck sort of bottom lane.
Yeah, thanks by just waiting the brush over here. Every time they go for these early game shenanigans, but I've yet to see payoff. I mean, the previous game they almost got a hook on the Jeong, but the almost is about as close as they got. They didn't even get a summoner or any additional information out of it. In fact, the only thing they succeeded in doing was giving information over to their opponents.
Alright then, looks like KTHXBAI will dissolve from the stack that they had earlier. CO4 is gonna perhaps start things off in the red side. Similar to the previous game, Ozorvaki with a very long soldier attached to him to kind of scout things out as well. And
that's rather interesting. If you do dance with Azir, your Sand Soldiers dance as well. I didn't know that. So learning new things every day, and there we go. Ozorvaki teaching me a lesson.
Today I learned that the Sand Soldiers dance together with this Emperor. But sometimes
anything for his Emperor. When your Emperor dances, you better start dancing as
well. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Oh man, back in ancient Egypt, or Shurima in this case.
Yeah, looks like he isn't really all that familiar to how to play this match. You want to be looping around the sides. The moment he commits to summoning the Sand Soldiers, just move forward and abuse that out of him. So, Sand Soldier on the right side, loop around the left. There we go, Zaz. Fantastic job. And help picks up to him. Interesting that he would go for help picks instead of the glitter lens and stain.
Yeah, so perhaps recognizing for a fact that at level 1, Ozorvaki, the bulk of his damage will come from Sand Soldiers, so he will be able to, shield himself back in time to win out in that trade. And down the bottom lane, Pyromancer as well as Castro. Castro as well as Jaeyoung getting shoved in a little bit by Pyromancer and Ribena. Level 2 stage being hit right here. So let's see if Rabina can charge in the stun. And once again, very similar mechanic to a Silver Morgana lane. Once the stun hits, you can be sure.
CO4 is camping him out right here. Is he gonna go for it? He loops around the side. It is the slow as well. Forces the flash. However, they don't get the kill. So that is the summoner spell down already. Now CO4 is gonna be returning around, picking up some additional farm for himself before picking up the big jungle item. There flashes in. He gets the ignite as well. The barrier comes out from Azuravaki and looks like he's gonna survive that one. So they're not really sure that was the best idea. I was saying just wait for CO4, return to the base, pick up the blue buff for himself, and wait for the jungle to make the return visit before making such a commitment.
Yeah, huge aggressive play coming through from Zer in the mid lane, blowing both summoner spells, and you know, Zaraki will be sure to communicate that message over to Moon. So if both junglers actually visit the mid lane right now, we might see a couple of kills coming through.
It wasn't the kill, but it's a small win nonetheless. 14 CS up now. The Lulu is going to be absolutely bullying out Zaraki in the mid lane.
Just a huge commitment as well. So Ozoraki kind of looks uncomfortable as well.
Oh, there we go. CO4 comes in. Is this going to be the flash? Something goes stun up right over there. He uses the bounce over the wall. Flashes up. Double flash as well. Swag is able to get this one. He could have used the blade station to equipment strike, but he didn't go for it. It's the flash for it. And Swag gets first blood in the top lane.
Wow, no fun times for 13 girls up in the top lane. Arela getting the first kill as well means that she's just gonna hit her pulse spike a bit earlier as compared to Nar. But the beauty of having Nar going up with Arela means that
the play goes down to Rabina, but Casper doesn't have the death sentence to follow up to KTHXBAI. They get a free pass from that one from what looked like a positioning display coming from Rabina. Now it's Moon's turn to make the gank in the mid lane. Can he make it happen? They're playing a lot more conservatively this time, knowing that he doesn't have the vision nor the jungler backup to go aggressive onto the Azir.
Yeah, exactly. So Moon's still kind of sitting around for a bit, but
he goes for it. He does some fair damage into Zia, but he just gets the health picks onto himself, and he's gonna be able to negate a fair share of the damage. And he gets the gang down, but not exactly the best results he was looking for.
Ooh, Jaeyoung getting chunked down to about half of his HP, and surprisingly, in fact, it's still Moon ahead in the jungle camp clear as compared to CO4, but did see the first blood coming out of the top lane, so not too much problem for the jungler of KTHXBAI. Pyromancer as well as Rabina, very aggressive on their shaft right here. Making sure to pin Jaeyoung right smack into the bottom lane turret.
Oh, Jaeyoung eating a whole bunch of damage from the boomerang blade just being thrown back and forth. I think corralling himself into the right side at the choke point of the turret. I'm not sure if he was doing that on purpose to bait Pyromancer into making a play there, but I do feel that that's just him taking unnecessary damage from the boomerang blade.
Alright, then CO4 is going to return to the mid lane area as well. Take out his own Raptors for now. Not too much involvement after the one up in the top lane, and once again focus on to bottom lane. Jaeyoung just getting smacked around like a dead fish.
And, good use and reflexes for Pyromancer.
Yeah, so dodging away the death sentence as well. So I think Jaeyoung, for sure, he needs to recall now. Moon might need to come down to the bottom lane to actually babysit that lane for a while to make sure the Pyromancer doesn't shove it out for free.
Oh, Jaeyoung just dropping so low right now. He does have the barrier, however, and there we go. It's the lantern again. Do they get it? Rabina bumps the sun a little bit early. He was trying to catch both, but he only got one. But now they will be able to disengage away from that one. And Jaeyoung, his health is still extremely low.
Yeah, very risky play coming through from him. Has to watch out for his position. CO4 now moving into the mid lane, looking for a gank onto Zoravaki. And a level 4, one level down against Moon, and you start to see actually Moon coming out on top. The clear speed of the jungle Sejuani coming into play. CO4 is gonna back away from now, I believe.
Oh, there we go. It's a glacial prison being dropped down, but they aren't able to get anything. But there we go. Pyromancer is exhausted onto Jaeyoung. Pops the barrier as well. They do get a hook onto Pyromancer. Is he able to get a kill onto Jaeyoung? He flashes forward one more. He does get it. But now he finds himself 1v2. Is he able to make the outplay? Does he get Casper as well? Here comes the Typhor. Is he able to be safe? Typhor comes in. Swart now tries to go in for this one. Is he able to catch Casper? Oh, Casper. Front center base being popped, and that is the last chunk of damage coming in for the KTHXBAI. So it is a 2 for 2 in the end in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's why Casper, very unfortunate timing. Trying to predict the Q from Irela in that situation, but was a bit too early, and One more kill now going over to Swag, and you know, we're talking about this guy. He is the top lane carry, one of the remaining 2 top lane carries that we see in the GPL. So 2-0-0, and for him, has that Sheen completed as well. So he's going to make a big impact out of the top lane, even though he's down by 1 level against 30 goals so far in the game.
Now Zach here in the mid lane, he hasn't been able to push the lane dominance by ultimate. We saw him hit by 15 CS. In fact, actually he has extended that to about 5 CS right now, but as Zara picks up that, it's going to normalize that to about 15 CS in the lead for himself.
Oh yeah, so huge CS, you know, discrepancy happening in the mid lane. Zara picking the advantage up. See if things going to change. Ribena, of course, down the bottom lane. Still doing a lot of work to zone out Jaeyoung in this situation, but Jaeyoung not doing too bad for himself, even though he did get picked off. He does have that 1 kill. Bridgewater Cutlass for him, so he should be able to sustain himself in the lane.
Now that's the most difficult part of Vayne's laning phase, and it's over already. When you don't have the Bridgewater Caress, you're just going to be harassed out in the lane by so much. It's going to be so difficult. But once you have the Bridgewater Caress, last setting on the turret becomes a lot easier, and you're going to get the sustain to be able to stay in the lane as well.
That's right, I'm in the top lane. CO4 and Swag lurking around the area. And CO4 standing on top of the ward though, so
not really the best decisions coming from CO4 this game. So he has been playing the Jarvan. He has been making a few good ganks happen, like the one in the mid lane. Got the flash down as well as getting a kill in the top lane as well, the assist in the top lane as well. But he hasn't really had the best read as to where the vision is and where to be at the right time.
yeah. Thing though is that Moon hasn't been able to find the perfect gank as well, the one down the bottom lane.
Oh,
there we go.
It is the teleport coming in once again. KLH, they're just moving forward. In fact, they just use summon spells for no reason at all.
And that's gonna open up a huge opportunity for Swag to just hammer down onto the top lane, even though Lumpur Hunters, that top lane still left untouched, but Swag's just gonna do a significant amount of damage to that turret after this push.
And here comes Moon to respond to that. He's going to be pick up a little bit of this experience, but I'm not really sure if this is the best place for him to be. Swag eating a tower shot over there. He's going to be trying to kill Moon if possible if he gets a little bit too comfortable in his top lane.
That's right, in the mid lane, we did see the donate. CO4 did give the blue buff now over to Zorvaki, which should be nicely mirrored down as well. So both mid laners having the blue buff to work around the bottom. Environmental and Ribena just unrelentless shoving into Lumpur Hunter's bottom lane. Jaeyoung not having a fun time whatsoever.
Oh, Casper tries to go in for the hook by Gadgets, but Minun instead. But there we go, the triple has been dropped, the stun is onto Jones. Now they turn around, they're going for Casper instead. The boomerang blade has been dropped, and both teams will disengage away from that one. But KLH coming way further behind that one. Belshu is able to save the one, but now Ribena is the focus. Karmas against the last hit, now the focus on the Jones. They condemn it to the wall. Check out the mechanics coming in. But here comes Moon. Oh! Cataclysm from the back. Moon gets the return kill as well. The boomerang blade is going to chunk him out a little bit, and there's lots of flashes being blown by everybody. In the end, a 2 for 2.
I like how both the bottom lanes just, went out in that situation, and it was the junglers that were the last man standing down the lane. And 2 for 2, kind of just evening things up. And I have to say though, CO4 now making his way into the mid lane. Will we see a gank onto Zorvaki? No vision whatsoever on the area. They're still pretty low though. Empress Divide might come up and disrupt the gank.
Oh, is this gonna be? He's coming around the side. Where's the Empress Divide? He doesn't go for an Zorvaki. Masterfully maneuvers the Sand Soldiers around to escape away from that gank.
Yeah, the shifting sands, or more commonly known as the slide and glide, or glide and slide, whatever you like to call it. I have to say though, that exchange down the bottom lane, Jaeyoung would love to take all this sort of exchanges. Because the thing for Jaeyoung is, as long as I can hit my late game stage, I will be able to just use the area of control that my teammates create for me and then just deal tons of damage. So to keep on par with Sivir at the 12-minute stage is just fantastic for him to work with. Even though he's down by about 15 CS or so, he's going to be able to work with the Blade of the Ruined King, which should be coming out very, very quickly with a couple of waves that he will farm for himself.
Okay, thanks for pushing out the bottom lane right here. Once again, the pressure just never ending for Paramaster and Ribena, just repeatedly shoving up the waves and creating problems for Jaeyoung as well as Caspiel. Just repeatedly, they have had the corner of Moon. Once again, Moon lurking around the bottom side of the map. Now Caspiel is looking for it. Excellent spell she's coming from Paramaster, trading well, in fact, with a return Boomerang Blade. Moon still waiting around the flanks. I do believe Siofa has been picking up on this trap. Once again, it's the Lantern Gang coming in. It is the boxing on the hunt goes in as well. Oh! Glacier Imprisonment comes in, but here comes the teleport, and
look at clock!
But is this gonna be the slope going down onto Moon? Does Moon
Wow.
Boomerang placing him up jail? Will be the next focus over here. Does he go down? One last auto attack. He does get it. Swat!
Wow.
Saved in time from there with the Wild Growth. Rabina now eating the tower damage. So coordination and the juggling of his arrow, fantastic, on point from KTHXBAI. They get a 3 for nothing, they get the turret, and this should be the dragon as well for them.
Such a coordinated dive down onto the bottom lane turret. KTHXBAI happy to pick this dragon out for themselves. Almost an ace coming through as well. It was the 3 members going down, and I have to say, you know, for Sarah, you know, you were talking about, we're kind of criticizing him in the first game for not roaming enough down to the bottom lane, into the side lanes to make an impact. But that roam right there into that Wild Growth, last second onto Swag, just gave him enough HP to survive that last shot of the turret. So Kuala Lumpur will trade objective. They will get 2 objectives though, so they are the ones that, you know, sorry, KTHXBAI are the ones that come out on top. And sitting on a 2,000 goal lead as well.
So KTHXBAI, they found their lead in this game. It would have been nice if they were able to press this a little bit earlier, but now with the bottom lane tower down, the Silver and Annie will be free to roam. And that's where all hell might start to break loose for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. If they're able to establish the ward correctly, this is the period of time where KTHXBAI want to be attacking aggressively. From now until about 24 minutes, it's a very large window of opportunity for KTHXBAI to just simply bully out Kuala Lumpur Hunters around the map. Well, we might see a fight in the Dragon area.
Casper getting chunked a little bit. As well as the rest of the team.
Oh, they go in onto Azure back. He does use Empress Divide to escape away from that one. So once again, Azure able to escape. But nonetheless, KTHXBAI, they just grouped down. They just grouped up in the mid lane, and now they know that Azurabaki is slow. They are able to just simply brutally carry each around and take this. There we go, the Glacier Vision going down, and Azurabaki is just so low if they fights in the one. And on the side as well, the burst coming from Annie just immediately melts the trash. And now Jail tries to deal a Power Mancer, but the Cataclysm a little bit in the way over there. Boomerang Blade comes in, doesn't find the last hit. He's still on the chase. He has the Ray buff, however. Now they turn around, and this is going to be the turret after trading 3 for 1. In fact, with Nara falling on the sidelines as well.
Yeah, and you know what happened was that, oh wow, hold on then. KTHXBAI might be looking for one. They are pushing into the mid lane here. They will take out the 2nd tier mid turret as well. So that's going to be disastrous for Azurabaki, who kind of seem quite uncomfortable on this Azure pick, I feel. And you know, KTHXBAI just punishing him for that 4.8 thousand gold lead. And the thing that happened in the mid lane as well was that Kuala Lumpur Hunters tried to collapse down to KTHXBAI, but the execution was not done well whatsoever. And you know, we saw Jaeyoung coming in with the final hour, but the moment he saw Castle and Moon going down, he just had to turn tail and run. So even though he did pick up the kill onto CO4, the damage has already been done. 2 structures down in the mid lane. KTHXBAI coming out on top.
I have to say that was KLH just not respecting KTHXBAI's power spikes in composition. Because KTHXBAI, you look at the items completed with Triforce on the Arela. Oh, Swag might be going down over here. One last auto attack is going to give him the movement to go to the center for the equalizing strike.
Wow.
But Nothing Goes does get the kill. It is the shutdown onto Swag, getting a little bit too greedy. Not sure why he would choose to auto attack Nothing Goes under the turret itself. Small mistake coming there from Swag. So what I was saying was that KLH, they're not showing KTHXBAI the respect that the composition. Morelos completed on the Lulu, Trinity Force completed on the Irela, and the Warriors Incumbent completed on the Jarvan as well. This is when KTHXBAI are hitting the power spikes, and KLH, they shouldn't be fighting them right now. They should be playing more defensively and trying to beat KTHXBAI into the turrets and even giving up objectives if need be. At the moment, they're just donating free gold and objectives away to their opponents.
Yep, 4,000 gold it is for KTHXBAI at this point. So Kuala Lumpur Hunters not really using the composition as well as I would sort of expect to. They really have a lot of area of effect control, but they need to layer it up together in order for it to be effective. And Jaeyoung, of course,
0-4, does he see the ward?
Slowly hitting the power spike with the Blade of the Ruined King. Dewarring the pink ward by himself. No imminent danger as of yet.
There we go, it is the stun on the 13 Ghost. He gets the wall up on the Swag, however. Does he get the Nara into the wall? Swag coming around from the side, and it is the wall round and the finishing blow. And Swag does pick up the kill on the 13 Ghost.
Yeah, if Zara wasn't there, Swag would have definitely lost out on that fight, but you know, Zara definitely stepping up in game number 2 this time around with this Lulu pick just roaming around with the Whimsy, getting the right timings with the Wild Growth. CO4 right now in the mid lane might be in a bit of trouble. Death Sentence comes through, get hooked in!
Lands off of him, he gets chunked down a little bit low, but there we go, the current engage on the hunt, instant Cataclysm right away, just to melt it under. Ribena asks, have you seen my bear? Tiburus, it's a rhetorical question because it's in your face.
Right in your face, and wham bam slam is KTHXBAI right now, picking up 2 more kills successively in the past minute or so. Slowly and steadily just grabbing a firm control of the game, 5,000 goal lead. And you know, this mobility that both Lulu as well as Sivir provide, just so devastating for KLH to deal with now.
So KTHXBAI with the very excellent rotation. So the first time of it was picking on the bottom lane turret, enabling Sivir as well as Annie to make the roamings around the map. They rapidly took down the 2 turrets in the mid lane, and suddenly the entire map of KLH has been blown wide open. Right now, KTHXBAI, they just want to be setting up camps in the opponent's jungle. The moment they appear anywhere on the map, just swoop right in and pick them off.
Right, Swag up in the top lane, pulling out the waves. And KLH forced to play rather defensively. If you look at their what's around the map, it's towards their own jungle, just only to make sure that KTHXBAI can't have any windows of opportunity to collapse down to them. KTHXBAI very comfortable with their vision though. Not too much around the map, but sufficient for them to challenge the dragon that's coming up.
Wow. What's better than 1 ward? 2 wards on the same ground.
4 wards!
They are watching you, Greg. Just look at the number of wards being placed on right now.
Look at the sweeping Lancel. Didn't quite sweep out the one that is beside the Grom camp, so...
Double ward pays off.
Yeah.
CO4, does he get the steal? Looks like he's not gonna go for it.
Yeah, I think the smite is more important to reserve that for the dragon.
They do have all 5 members available for them, though, so KLH knows that the dragon has respawned, but they're not gonna respond to that one. KTHXBAI, they're gonna be able to pick up the second dragon of the game for themselves.
Right, and so a lot more destruction power stacked up on your end, and with the Sivir in the equation, you can only imagine what KTHXBAI will do once they find the opening onto the structures of Lumpur Hunters.
KTHXBAI now shoving down the bottom lane. They stood 4-1, responding to KLH's split push as well. Not really sure if that is the best course of action over here. It's Irela. She is 4-2. She should be able to do pretty well against Enough. Let's see if they will be able to take this turret.
Right, Ribena does have the Timbers up as well. We have to watch carefully. He does have the flash as well, so in a sense he is definitely going to be the key personnel to look out for in terms of initiation. But looks like for now, KTHXBAI are happy with what they have taken. We'll take the dragon, and Swag still slowly and steadily farming up in the top lane.
What I like about KLH's response right now is they know that they're behind. Look at the line of wards they've established, just drawn in such a straight line over there. There's 5 wards being placed down, just knowing whenever and wherever KTHXBAI will be approaching their territory, they will be able to spot them out.
Exactly, and I think it's rather important that when you're playing from behind, you know what are the sort of vision that you need to establish in order to come back into the game. And I think you're one of the huge advocates of vision in this game, right?
Definitely.
If you are winning, you need wards. If you're losing, you need even more wards, right? As the saying goes, that's how you win games. What wins you games?
What wins games? What win games?
Yeah.
What win games?
Alright.
Gotta get my polarity correct over there.
Yeah, bro.
A what wins a game? A what win game?
It's quite a mouthful.
Bingo, got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So
The alliteration coming in the words and the winning. KLH, they're grouping as 5. They're ganking. They're 5-4. They win the 5-4 engagement. They cleared the Razor Beak camp. But now this is the real camp you have to do it. Can they do it? Can they Great shot prison all 4 people! But the Annie, where is the Annie? We're waiting for it. Oh, the Cataclysm to get out of the Annie. The response of KTHXBAI is just too strong. Sword comes around from the side. So Xenoblaze immediately fits off Moon.
KTHXBAI gonna take out Moon as well as Casper, and they will collapse onto the top tier turret. So my question here is, why would Moon pull the trigger?
I mean, I think you saw a fantastic opportunity. There was 4 people over there. The problem here was the shot calling wasn't there. Moon was like, I've got this, guys, and the rest of the team is like, hang on, Jaeyoung's gotta farm the mid lane minutes because it's all about focusing on Jaeyoung. And as a result, they weren't coordinated enough, and there wasn't the follow-up to the fantastic 4-man Glacier Prison Moon was able to land.
I mean, okay, given the fact that Jaehyung was not quite around the area, 13 Ghosts wasn't close to changing into Mega Gnar in that stage, so not quite sure why Moon decided to pull the trigger. It might be a gamble that he was, praying on, hoping that, he would land on 5 members, but the counter engagement coming through from KTHXBAI, perfect, layered on top of each other, the Cataclysm into the Tibbers, and on the Hunt as well, and Swat came in to clean up the team fight right after that. No problems for them whatsoever.
Looks like KTHXBAI, they will be giving this turret over to their opponent. Oh, in fact, when the turret expires, counts the turret destroyed as well. So KTHXBAI, bonus turret for you.
That's right, the Sun Disc not seen all too often in this game, but KTHXBAI, in fact, just gonna use a lot of their item advantages right now to maybe perhaps force some fights onto Lumpur Hunters. And speaking about vision, KTHXBAI just littering wards all around the red side jungle, and they might be looking for a Baron play very, very quickly right after this.
My criticism of this is that it should be a little bit deeper in this case, because they have the Silver, they have the Lulu. Just drop wards all the way up to the front of your opponent's base, and then make it really difficult for KLH to make any advancement towards the Baron pit at all.
Alright, Moon's gonna try to sweep out some of the wards around the area.
Because imagine now, if you have wards all the way up to your opponent's base, if for Moon to be able to clear out the outermost layer of wards, he still has got 2 more bounds to go before he reaches the Baron pit itself. But with the current warding that KTHXBAI has, the only thing that's between that is, okay, I'm going to clear 1 bound of ward, and then after I should be able to walk into the Baron area quite safe.
Oh my god, that value pink ward though.
There we go, it's on the hunt. The Cataclysm does not land as Moon is able to charge out there one. KTHXBAI mispulling the trigger over there.
Yeah, and KTHXBAI, are they kind of faltering a little bit? Not too sure about that. Still sitting at about a 5,000 goal lead. Dragon's gonna come back around in about a minute's time. KLH actually has some pretty decent vision set up around that area, so...
And now this is the point, 24 minutes. This is when KLH, they start to hit their own power spikes as well.
Yep.
Morelos completed for the Azurity. Rebelon's death cap, not quite there yet, but almost there for Azura backing it. This is when KLH will be able to respond quite strongly in the team fight. So KLH, they have to be playing this part of the game a bit more carefully.
Exactly, and it's, again, back to the point where Lumpur Hunters, they need to recognize the strength of their own competition. They need to layer out the terrain one after the other, make sure that the tanks, Moon as well as the Mega Gnar, when 13 Ghosts turns into that, soak up as much damage for Jaehyung to kind of work around with, and then using that terrain, Jaehyung can just kite around. And right now he does have the Blade of Ruin.
Alright, beat up, might he be able to catch out Jaehyung over here? He shoots the stun, he does get Moon, but the rest of Lumpur Hunters, they've been cut over here. CO4 gets to knock him on the 2 people. Caspian was the focus. Walk up with the CO4 as well. Oh, Caspian once again dying so many times in this game.
Whoa!
Oh, but fantastic Glacier Prison coming in, but is that enough? Pyromancer just throwing out a boomerang. Moon extremely low right now, but Jaehyung, is he able to get the cleanup duty that he's looking out for? Oh, that's here! So much damage from the Kuala Lumpur Hunters squad. They take the fight down.
Exactly, a 4-for-1 exchange. 13 Ghosts is the only one to go down right there. Just as we were talking about it, you mentioned about Power Spy. I was talking about the, the terrain that Kuala Lumpur Hunters can create. That was just quite well coordinated coming out from Kuala Lumpur Hunters, and that gave you so much space to work around with. Hope we can see a replay from that one, but essentially what happened was that Moon threw out a very, very nice Glacial Prison, locked out multiple members on the side of KTHXBAI, and that crucial Emperor's Divide just gave Jaehyung a lot of space to work with, and Ozoravaki having his own power spike coming in with that AP. We saw how much damage the Sensor just dealt, right? So just getting a couple of kills in, getting the Dragon now, and finishing up some items on their own end. KTHXBAI, they need to step on their feet, they need to pull up their socks. They cannot throw away this lead that they have built up so hard against Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Right?
I think KTHXBAI, they need to identify the correct targets they're looking for. At this point of time, the Gnar doesn't matter. The Sejuani, you gotta watch out for the ultimate. But the key people they're looking out for, Azir, Vayne, and Jaehyung's Vayne. Just get these 2 people, lock them out, burst one of them down, and the team fight will be a lot easier, a lot much more manageable in the later stages. This is it. Are they gonna go for Jerkins? We're calling the brush over there.
Alright.
Never mind. It's Josh the Gromp. They're going for him. They've bothered him out
gang
twice earlier.
Biggest gang in the game.
They killed the Gromp. This is the thing that I really gets me irritated with these MSG teams. They set up for this pick in the bottom lane, they hide in the brush, and then they get too impatient because standing still in a brush for more than 5 seconds is just too difficult for some of these teams.
Well, let's see.
Now they've reviewed the entire team, they know where KTHXBAI is. They are really chunking down the star really quickly though. The hook does miss a block. The next wave is coming in. This is going to give them the winner that they're looking for to go for this one last auto attack. They do get it. Glacier Prison does go on the multiple members to get the knockup on the CO4. The Emperor's Divide does coming over the Mega now jumping right in. Flashes for he catches Ribena as well. Well, but that's not the people they're looking for. Once again, are they able to find Joe? Joe, my goodness, Joe's doing so much damage to the backline. He gets 3. Double Q, is he able to get the triple? It's gonna be the triple. Is he able to get the quadra?
Where's the quadra?
Oh, is he gonna get it? It is the quadra kill for Jaeyoung.
And the ace for Colombo Hunters around. Man, have they turned the fight so quickly in their own favor. And I think correctly, as you pointed out, not recognizing the right targets to go for. It was in fact Colombo Hunters, you know, they made a mistake. They pulled the trigger when Jaeyoung was not around the area. But KTHXBAI, they did not respect the fact that, you know, they needed to spot out where Jaeyoung is. They didn't manage to do that. They got the turret, yes, but Jaeyoung was just took his own sweet time, came up to the bottom lane, and managed to clean out team fight right after that. So that's 4 successful kills. You have given to Vayne, congratulations. He's gonna finish that section as well. Wonder what he's gonna finish up with, but he's gonna come back and take these objectives. And for now, Colombo Hunters getting the goalie as well. So let's take a look at the replay to look very closely at what happened here. Everyone just committing to this fight, but it's like, hold on, where's Jaeyoung? He's nowhere to be seen. And then here comes 13 Ghosts with a huge play from the back, flashing in, knocking Ribena and Slug back into the lineup for Colombo Hunters. And here comes Jaeyoung from the back end, and Zara back here as well as the rest of the team, of course, creating a huge zone to kind of work with. Jaeyoung just having a lot of space to work around. Pyromancer trying to escape from that one, but of course the triple, silver bolt stack too much to handle, and Jaeyoung cleans up the fight nice and easy.
I have to say though, it looks like KTHXBAI they're not that practiced with this Annie pick, because in those situations, just drop the Annie under the turret, get the last few auto attacks, and back away from there. They saw Jaeyoung in a different lane already. They knew that they had a timer to go for it, but they didn't respect it. And as a result, they were able to be caught out. And CO4, what was he doing on the jump? And he just engaged onto his opponent's team after the turret went down. He should have known. He should have shown the respect to his opponents, known that there was a 0 over there. And this is not how you fight against the KLH team. You cannot engage them head on. There is the Emperor's Divide. There is the Glacial Prison coming from the Sejuani as well. You gotta get a good flank onto them and have Swap stick on to Jaeyoung in these fights.
Right then, has the window now closed for KTHXBAI. We'll have to find out in a bit. So far, Colombo Hunters capitalizing off of the mistake that KTHXBAI has made, taking down the mid lane turret for now. And it looks like we're gonna have a bit of a longer game that's on our hands for now. Let's see how Colombo Hunters will be able to change the perspective of this game. Baron still up in the air to be grabbed for both sides. Vision rather lackluster for both teams, in fact. KTHXBAI is going to come try to de-ward this one.
Now this is where KTHXBAI wants to be fighting. Warm up the Baron properly, establish your members, and funnel KLH into these choke points, flank them from the back, get them down the cataclysm, layer the timbers onto them, and then that's the fight they're looking for. Not running to them head on the lane, where they have the Emperor's Divide to easily reset the fight because of the lack of flanking opportunities, and as well as having Jaeyoung being able to just sleep through into these areas.
Yep, KTHXBAI gonna camp around the mid lane. Ribena's gonna show himself.
This is what I was talking about. Just hide in the rush and stay there. Just show one member, but come on, KTHXBAI, commit to the calls.
Right, Zara's gonna
look at it. Look at it. They're gonna hide in the brush over here, and when the creep wave pushes out again, they're gonna walk over and pick up the farm for themselves because they couldn't decide. Okay, one of you go take the farm, bait the rest of the teammates. They might do that now. They might do that Pyromancer now. But Pyromancer, you gotta show yourself in the lane and say, okay, let's see if the rest of the team does show themselves for the bonus farm.
Nope.
Okay, they're committing to it this time. Good job. Good job. Now the question is, do they pull the trick?
Oh my goodness. I would love to see if you're the coach of the team. Yeah. Lay down the hammer and the whip.
This is just frustrating to watch. Guys, we're gonna camp here and we're
for
gonna
5
flank
seconds.
them when they come. It's
Oh,
for
look,
5
it's-
seconds, guys. Do we still stay here? I'm gonna take the farm instead.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming already. They're coming already. What do I do? I'm gonna show myself and tell them we have an ambush prepared for them over there.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, Kuala Hunters finding the right position, picking out the second dragon for themselves. So both teams tied at 2 dragons apiece. Very even game so far. 1,000 goal lead for Kuala Hunters, but then again, very deceptive goal lead because a lot of goal is channeled onto Jae-young, who all we know is that he's gonna be the huge carry towards the end of the game if he goes for the team fight like what we saw earlier.
Once again, it's the split push happening over here. I do believe Swag, he could have been a little bit more proactive in going for this 4-1 earlier, but now that the Nar is back in the game, I guess keep things back. They have to be more careful in this approach over here. So once again, they're clearing out the vision over here. Let's see if they decide to succumb to ADD once again. This time they're going on to Ribena. Are they able to find the fight here? Glacier Prison, Ribena flashes away. Here comes the teleport coming in. Once again, get the flag. Don't charge them head on. There we go. Now Jeong and the Zorback untouched in the backside. But there we go. CO4 coming from the back. But not
double kill.
properly. It's a double kill onto Jeong. Is he
Got
gonna
a
get it?
flash.
Is it gonna be the triple?
Oh, it's
the
a penta.
Oh!
Where's
Is
the
he gonna get a
penta?
penta? Is he gonna get a penta? Looks like the win is just about to back. The return kill goes on the Jeong. And Sarah goes in with a sticky play.
When I saw Jae-young going all in, I thought like that's definitely gonna be the Penta, but still gonna respect Zera's burst damage for a little bit. It's a 3-for-2 exchange. Jae-young though, the ones picking up a majority, a bulk of the kills right now.
Lion's share of the kills, in fact, 12, 4, and 4. That is almost 60%. That is 2/3 of his team's kills.
I almost feel like he should give some kills over to Zorvaki, even though he does have most of his major items completed. But you can never get more gold.
I mean, I think KTHXBAI at this point of time, their loss is only just to blame. They had the sufficient lead against KLH, they were just not able to use it because they didn't understand how were we supposed to ward when we were hit. And this is something that we've seen from them before. They took 5 dragons, they took a Baron against instead of Gaming Legends. They have all these leads, but the inexperience as a team and the inability to commit to these game-ending decisions, the decisions that win the games, just results them in then just waddling around and kind of like giving the lead back to their opponents, giving opportunities, giving windows of opportunities back to their opponents.
I mean, those are the sort of things that you watch. Go back home and then you watch your games and then it's like, oh, okay, we went wrong here, here, and here, and stuff like that. And of course, I mean, it's gonna be their first season in the GPL. Got to understand that currently this roster is very, very new as well.
Once again, they're gonna hide in the brush.
Oh, Jae-young though. The sparring also
has
him up.
the good senses to spot him out. So maybe try hiding in the different brush now, guys.
Yeah, but
You're showing yourself 3 times over there. You've tried camping the same brush 3 times, and all 3 times it doesn't work. So here's a pro tip: hide in a different brush.
Yeah, but the other brushes are kind of warded up by the Kuala Hunter squad. And we're talking about them overall when they're playing from behind or playing defensively. What will they try to do? Careful to use the Dark Passage to spot out KTHXBAI this situation.
Once again, it's all over indecision. They know that they have the man advantage, but they don't want to commit to the fight. They know that Jae-young wasn't there. They know that the Nar wasn't there, but they just couldn't go for it. And now they're just walking over the wards once again, just revealing all this positional information to their opponents. They have the wave pushing the bottom lane, however, they have the vision control, they have the wave control. Are they able to get this fight? This is very important. And this is the test. If KLH will be able to do this. Do they get it? Do they get it? It's a triple on 3 people! Jeong immediately falls! This is the fight they were looking for! And there we go! Fantastic! That Pyromancer will be falling the backline, however, as they're doing so much damage. They're still in the signal of Zorbaki, however.
Zorbaki
does get him! So Zorbaki is still in the backline. Squawk needs to kill onto the backlines. There we go. Something goes charging forward. Zara is the only member left right now. It's the Quadra! Is he able to get the Panther? Zara needs to be able to find the outplays, but he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger.
So good guy Jae-young, I was telling him, maybe he should give some of the kills to Ozorvaki and immediately gives him 4 kills.
I mean, I have to say that was what KTHXBAI wanted. They got the stun now, but I have to feel that this was an issue of assigning targets over here. That was wrong. So they went in, they busted on Jae-young. That was fine. But after you get down Jae-young, what do you go for next? Do you queue for the Nar? Do you queue away the Nar? Do you put Pyromancer in the best position, or do you go for the Azure instead? And I felt that what Pyromancer did wrongly was to charge into the rest of the team, and that's the reason he just got chunked out so low. He didn't respect Azorbaki's burst, and he got melted so quickly in the team fight.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of disruption coming through from Moon, Casper, as well as 13 Ghosts in that scenario, and you know, Azorabaki was very aware of his surrounding as well, so using the Sand Soldiers kind of manipulate around the battlefield in that situation, and the Emperor's Divide as well. When you are in such a tight corner like that, it just creates a huge wall, huge line of defense for yourself, and he was able to just cut in and out of the fight off of there. So Colombo Hunter still coming out on top of that fight, 4-3 advantage for themselves, 2,000 goalie at the 38-minute mark. Not too big of a difference, but they are definitely still ahead in this game.
At this point, it almost feels that this Baron is a desperation one. They don't even have the visual control nor the wall control. But here comes the rest of the KLH squad. Are they able to find the engagement? Jared goes in. He gets the slowdown of the multiple members. There we go. Glacier Prison comes in. They catch the 3 members. Rabina just goes solo. Why is the wall growth being used on the Annie? And Ozoraki in the backline just doing tons of damage. Exhaust onto Truck as well. They are going to be cleaning house right now. KLH just doing tons of damage. Firemen, so once again, they are able to burst down jail. But they lose the fight.
Well, Colombo Hunters, deja vu to the last fight they took around the Baron area. Simple area of effect manipulation. Jaeyoung did go down, but the rest of the team has so much damage stacked on himself. Easy kill time for the Baron, and I don't know, this might be the deciding factor to see who's going to win out the game, because
at this point, it's definitely KLH. They have the skill in their favor. They find themselves a hit right now, and it's going to be very difficult to get down Ozorabaki or Jaeyoung. And in fact, I'm kind of wondering why Jaeyoung is not going for Guardian Angel, but I mean, it's typical Jaeyoung. He just wants to go for the super greedy all damage route, so that's fine. So the rest of KLH right now, I feel that it's checkmate already. KTHXBAI, they had the timing window. They had the 10 minutes. I mentioned 14 to 24. That's when you really want to be bashing KLH. And they did to a certain extent. They got a few leads, and
are you serious?
Oh wow, they stole the dragon, but that's not the key dragon. There's only dragon number 3, and their opponents, they still have the Baron buff, so a little bit of solace in the steal there for the KTHXBAI squad, but nonetheless, it's like what I was saying. So KTHXBAI, they had this window of opportunity to really booty KLH around the map. They did it, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I guess the window has sort of closed. Jaeyoung though, kind of living life on the edge, no vision around the rush area. Rabina.
Oh, they throw Rabina over here. They try to burst out Jaeyoung. Power goes in onto him and instantly gets bursted down. Once again, Jaeyoung just by the damn GA. And now Casper, is he going to be the next one to fall? In this case, he only hooks Sibus. Now it's a 5-on-4. Can they make the power play? Death timers 50 seconds onto Jaeyoung. Kuala Lumpur Hunters. I may as well think KTHXBAI, they had it, but they wasted it. This might be Kuala Lumpur Hunters having it and wasting it as well.
Well, we'll have to see. It looks like the calls are made to sort of stick around the mid lane area. 13 Ghosts as well as Moon. These 2 big tanky members on the side of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Let's see how much they can do to disrupt. And you know, they do have the Azure as well. It's so frustrating to push against a Azure in this particular situation. And the Baron buff up soldiers as well. Not quite sure how much they can do. Here comes 13 Ghosts on the background as well. CO4 on the back and getting taken down. The Sand Soldiers doing a lot of work. Double kill. 13 Ghosts now. Gonna focus out onto Swag once more. Moon's gonna charge into the fight as well. And let's see if Ozorabaki is gonna pick up any more kills. Sand Soldiers is gonna charge it onto that one. But the movement speed coming through from KTHXBAI too much to deal with. And they'll back off.
Basically, 10, 1, 11 on the Azure. 4 damage items completed. Ozorabaki has become the essence of 1v5. He can just go into the KTHXBAI squad and engaging into his Azure at this point is just simply suicide because they haven't itemized enough magic resistance to deal with him. Anyone who goes in after him is just going to get melted down by his burst.
Right, man, they are going in on
Swag. It is the permafrost is landing, and are they able to get any more Jaeyoung on the chase with the finest out? There's one auto attack. Does he get the second one? The Shivers comes in as response. He got the exhaust as well. Rabina late into that one. Oh, CO4 knocks into the wall over there. Are they able to get any more? Now KTHXBAI coming into response as well. Once again, Creep is pushing out in their favor. If anything KTHXBAI has done correctly is that they have managed to creep ways well this game.
Yep, that's right. So top and bottom is going to push in their favor. Colombo Hunters.
Are they going to brush? There we go. Glacier Prison comes and doesn't stun up anyone just yet. Moon, he drops down very low. He goes down straight away in the fight. They got it! They get it! Are they able to get Caspel? They do get Caspel. No! Fantastic Nar coming in, and Ozorabaki once again with a fantastic Emperor's Divide is able to save his team from what looked like almost certain defeat.
Yeah, that's right. So Kuala Lumpur Hunters, 2 members down though against CO4, who has been the sacrificial lamb for KTHXBAI. 3 members up. Pyromancer up as well, so they might be able to get the mid-lane inhibitor to balance the inhibitor count out for themselves.
It is a 3-on-3 right now, and it is the 2 major carries of KLH available. And that is the turret. Azir fantastic at defending bases.
Exactly, and you know the thing, I think it was mentioned in you know, LCS as well, is whenever you have a Azir in the game, you can automatically assume that the game's gonna last about 30 minutes or so. This time around, it has been kind of pushed around a little bit, 43 minutes, and I have to say that, you know, Azir is just one of the most fantastic champions to have in the late game stages when it comes to defending such, you know, high pressure situations. That once the minions push into your base, you have to just, you know, shove it out as quickly as possible, and Azir is just going to be perfect for that.
Onward.
So Zervaki using his sensor just to scout. Okay, he does want to get caught out the same way Jeong did in the bottom lane just now. Gonna clear out the brew buff for himself. The buff available, but at this point of time, look at it. Zervaki, you're the man. By the GA. And this should be checked.
Oh, well.
I think he tried to press the sweeping lens, but ended up killing Golden in 6 hits.
Oh well.
A little bit of mistake coming from Zare. And the worst part is the wall was through there, so it's sorting you for joining us.
I wonder what Jeong is trying to complete. He already has the Blade of the Ruin King. So extra lifesteal, 4 points. Yeah, sorry, 2.5 thousand gold. Is he gonna go for the Bloodthirsters?
I do believe he will be going for the Bloodthirster in this case.
Would have preferred if he gone for the you know, GA, of course, or even, you know, the bench review is gonna be fine as well. So.
Okay, well, once again, KTHXBAI, they're doing this really irritating thing of not committing to the call. And I mean, that wasn't a brush in that case that they were hiding in. So if Blast Walk Buzz, you do get reviewed and stuff, but nonetheless, I think they need to do a lot of soul searching after this game.
Alright, it is the Bloodthirster for Jeong. Full damage.
6 item full damage Jeong. But if you get bursted down by any and the Jarvan, you're useless.
We'll see if that's gonna be the case. 412 damage stacked up on his end, so
Ellie is gonna QS ass, get the Mature Scimitar, even if you're greedy, and he's getting a slightly more defensive item and then gone.
well, Jeong here hitting for 1000 crit damages. At least he gets that extra shield from the you know, the Bloodthirster passive, so not too bad in that situation, I guess.
Jeong's recalling, what is he buying? I have to wonder. Is he buying an extra ward? No, he has 6 items he just recalled for fun there.
Maybe buying an
I do believe he was refreshing the elixir, because I saw the elixir icon of him. He probably was just refreshing it.
That's right, so
Dragon respawning in 3 seconds.
Baron in 20 seconds as well, so
what I want KTHXBAI to do is hide in the brush and kill them when they come. But no. Going for the back calls once again.
Going for the dragon, man. It's gonna be 4 stacks for them at least.
Stack number 4. If they are able to bring this to 51 minutes and 30 seconds, stack number 5 is going to be on the table. But Baron is going to respawn in 3 seconds, and all KTHXBAI is recalling.
Yep, I think that's going to be a huge chance for Kuala Lumpur Hunters to take out this Baron for themselves. We know how quickly, you know, Mar as well as Vayne can take out this Baron.
Is he able to get the steal? CO4, he loops around the side, and it's too late already! He
No!
still goes it! Oh, CO4! And in fact, the rest of the team still engages as well. KTHXBAI just falling apart right now. CO4 first on the 4 right. Bina will be the next one to go. The moment the Zonia's finishes, he's just gonna fall. Just look at Azir just soaring forward. And the king leads the way. Shurima, his emperor, has come. Oh my goodness, so much damage. That should be game. As Kuala Lumpur Hunters just clean up the rest of KTHXBAI.
So after a grueling 47-minute game, Kuala Lumpur Hunters came back from what seemed like an early game deficit, and they were pushed all the way in. And of course it was Jeong that racked up the field.
They do get the hook on it. Is this bonus KDA coming in? The GA is swapped. Oh, and inhibitor response.
Wow.
Gonna buy him a little bit of extra time. Do they get it? And who gets the kill?
It was
Sidrati, and that is gonna be the ace and the GG for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. They tie up the series 1-1, and all that's gonna leave them with 6 points, I believe.
Well, Zotac 269 started off the day
With 7.
With 7. and Kuala Lumpur Hunters started off the day with 5. So both these two teams vying for the second spot proceeded on to the next stage. I mean tomorrow with 1 point each.
Now they must absolutely 2-0 Zotac 269 if they want to make it through.